Hey TPP, welcome back to my channel. I posted a video a couple months ago now to celebrate 400 subs with a Q&A. And I need to get this done because now we're almost at 500 subscribers, which is let's do it. First question, what does adenosine feel like? Okay, so in my SVT video where I'm getting the adenosine shot, I tried to describe the sensations as it was going into my system. It feels like if you were to chug 2 beers back to back and then you went and you sat in a chair and then all of a sudden you kind of went like, whoa. A lot of people say that it's very painful. Personally, it wasn't painful. However, it does feel weird. You feel like you're gonna fall. When I got the shot, I actually reached out and I grabbed the EMT's leg really hard, which you told me afterwards. So if you're seeing this, I'm really sorry. He's been in SVT when it's just fluttering. You feel the arrhythmia break. My heart was still about 100 beats per minute. For about 20 minutes to half an hour afterwards, you're back into a sinus rhythm. And then afterwards, I honestly just feel really sad and depressed. I didn't know actually when I had the adenosine that it actually, your heart rate pauses. If you look at it on an ECG, it kind of flatlines for a second. Just good information to have. Just try to stay as calm as you can and just know that you're going to feel better, that this is the way to feel better. Thank you for the question. Okay, somebody asked if I had any medical coverage. I do have a little bit of coverage, so I am paying for my sleep equipment out of pocket. However, I do have a wonderful family that did come together to help me get my ASV, so shout out to them. Thank you for looking out for your girl. Next question. Cleaning, tubing, and how often I do that. With the tubing, I wash it once a week with the Dawn liquid detergent in the sink with a little bit of vinegar, and I soak it along with all the rest of the equipment, and then I hang dry and everything just dries. If I do any meditations, since central sleep apnea is neurological, and if I had any help with that. And I will say, meditation is great for anything that you're dealing with, and I highly encourage meditating. It's not going to cure it. It does make you feel more connected and peaceful, and so yeah, give her. In terms of CSA being neurological, it can be. Some people have it for other reasons though. And somebody asked, did I have RLS with my sleep apnea? No. I don't have any other sort of issues going on. Next question, have I had a CT scan on my nose? Somebody said that they had a deviated septum and now their doctor is recommending surgery. I also have a deviated septum. Sorry about that. My boy was at the door. Okay, so no, I have not had a CT scan on my nose, but that is something I could definitely ask about. To my understanding though, the deviated septum doesn't really have anything to do with central apnea. Good question. Somebody asked if I have any gluten intolerance, and I will say that when I was first diagnosed with CSA and SVT in the same week, I kind of experimented with every route. Obviously, receiving that diagnosis at 23, I was desperate to figure it out, so I did give up gluten. I stopped drinking alcohol, caffeine, cutting back sugar. I lost a lot of weight. I was very skinny. It doesn't really seem to matter what I eat. If I have a lot of candy or processed foods, I do notice more palpitations. That increases my anxiety. You get it. Am I on any medication for CSA? No, not currently. I am open to whatever at any time, but I am trying to go the natural route, as much as you can with the machines I'm on. Okay, exercise help. Sure. I do work out regularly, but it doesn't seem to change anything with CSA. Feeling my heart rate go up for a natural reason helps me to not be as scared of the sensation. How has my central apnea been during the pandemic? And I think that's a great question. It has been rough. I'm confident in saying that for anybody who's had any pre-existing conditions or mental health issues before the pandemic, they have all been amped up, right? Over this last year, it's been a very weird time in our society, and everybody's talking about this. I'm not going to get too into it, but for me personally, the only thing that has just been difficult is having all of the stresses on top of each other. My kids were home from school, being up way later than I used to be because that was the only quiet me time that I got. ordering new equipment during the pandemic. It has taken longer to get to me. I'm actually waiting for a new mask right now, so I'm in that in between where my mask is falling apart and so my sleep is terrible. But otherwise, it's been pretty much the same. How has it been for my husband? You know, my husband can sleep through anything. He's not affected by it in bed, by the machines, by the tossing and turning, but he's used to it. We've been together for 10 years. 7 and almost 8 years of that has been with CSA. The only thing is just in the mornings that I really should not commit to anything before 10 a.m. because of how rough it is every night. Like, throw my hands up in the air. That's just how it is. And I want to give a little shout out to him that he is an excellent partner, father. He never acts like it's a burden or bothers him or makes me feel bad about it. So, love you, bae. Thank you. Any new information that brings me hope? Nope. Nope. But, you know, making these videos for you guys, reading your comments, I don't really believe in meant to be shit, but I made another video telling you guys about all the doctors I've been talking to, and I do feel hopeful that I will get to where I need to be. Videos for the future and topics. I mean, right now I've got some new CSA stuff coming out for you guys because there has been so much going on. I've been seeing a sleep behaviorologist for insomnia, and it's not necessarily because I have insomnia. It's because we are just trying all avenues, everything. It's been really interesting to learn about insomnia and sleep in general, the different stages of sleep. I'm actually going to do a video where I show you guys the stages of sleep and then mine on the sleep study. It's very fascinating stuff to me. What are my hobbies? I like to write songs, and I play my guitar sometimes, and I love to take photos. I actually have a photography page on my Instagram. That's just my little baby right now. I'm trying to make a little portfolio, but I would love to take photos professionally sometime. Family photography, I think, would be my avenue. Like, I don't know, interior decorating, I do really like that. What's the weather like where I live? It is a beautiful day today. It's gorgeous. Cool. It's still cool though. What's my favorite kind thing to do for others? So my love language is definitely treats, and I love to bring treats to people. Treats that they wouldn't normally get themselves. That's my favorite thing to do. So there's this device implant for CSA for the phrenic nerve, I think, where they put it in your chest. And yes, I have heard about it. No, I have not done a ton of research on it. None of my doctors have brought it up. I hope that technology just keeps improving. I hope that by making these videos and by talking about CSA more, that it just gets better and better. And then maybe one day when I'm 60 years old or whatever, and I could put like a tiny little chip in my chest or not even, maybe they'll have something else by then. I don't know. That would be great. It's exciting that there is something, right? I think that one day it's just gonna keep getting better. I hope. Somebody asked about CPAP mask, use and fit. I do have a video that I filmed that I am currently editing about proper mask fit. Just little tips that I picked up, posting that for you guys. And then somebody also asked about my oxygen setup, and I also have that video coming to you guys as well, because a lot of people have asked for that. So that's all the questions I wrote down. Thank you so much for your questions, for taking the time out of your day to write me a message on here, and all your guys' comments, they honestly make my day so much. I really love connecting with you guys. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I don't really post anything on there, but you can leave me messages there. It is Breathless in Bed Vlogs, all one word. It's in my YouTube name. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.